Today I'm going to be teaching you about the Amazon trade-in program and also the new WordPress plugin, Azon Trade King. Now, before I actually start to teach you about Azon Trade King, I wanted to give you a brief walkthrough of the trade-in program itself so you can actually understand how all of this is working. This is important to be able to effectively put this into use on your own website. So first of all, I am on the Amazon website here, amazon.com/trade-in with a hyphen in between those words. This is their trade-in program page. Now currently, they have trade-in options for electronics, movies, textbooks, video games, and music. But this is a brand new program currently, and they will be expanding it over time. So expect to see more categories become available here. And Azon Trade King is also supposed to be supporting these additional categories when they get released. So the whole point of this program is to attract people to Amazon to trade in their used and unwanted products. So for example, you go out to the store and you buy a new iPhone and you have no more need for your old iPhone. Well, guess what? You can come to Amazon and trade it in, and Amazon will actually give you a gift card for trading in that item. And they actually pay pretty competitive rates too. Well, as an affiliate, all you have to do is be the middleman, be the person that finds the person with the electronic, for example, and send them to Amazon. And when they trade in that product, you earn a commission. It's a 4% commission on the value of that gift card that they're receiving. So the trade-in value of the product, you'll get 4% of that value. So you don't even have to sell anything here to earn money using this particular program as an affiliate. Now, I'm going to go into one of these categories here real quick. I'll go into the electronics category. You can see on their main page that they have some featured trade-ins, but you can also go and look at all of the electronics trade-ins that are available. But then on top of that, you also have all these categories over here. And in each of these different categories, you obviously have plenty more products that you can trade in. So, let's say you have an older iPod. They are obviously looking for the new generation iPods, but they even have, some of the discontinued iPods, like the 4th generation 8 GB that is discontinued by Apple. They're willing to pay up to $90 for that. So all you have to do is actually proceed and commit to trading that in. Well, once you actually get your trade-in set up, you just go into your trade-in account with Amazon. This can be connected with a normal customer account, so they don't have to actually create a new account here. They really just have to sign in to their normal Amazon account, and they'll be able to proceed through this whole process. Well, what is actually happening here? When you agree to trade in an item, you then have to ship that item to Amazon. However, Amazon pays for that shipping. They give you a shipping label that you print out, and you package up your product and you send it off to them. Then when that product is received by Amazon, they process it within 2 business days of receiving it, and then the person gets paid on an Amazon gift card, which is done digitally, so they can access that directly through their account here, and then they can go on to Amazon and buy whatever they want to and spend that gift card amount. Well, once that gift card is processed, then as the affiliate, that is when you will receive that 4% credit. So just as an example, on that $90 iPod, you can end up getting a little under $4 for getting somebody to go and trade in their iPod. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you're working with the same base 4% commission rate as an Amazon affiliate normally. So there's really not a lot of difference there between that and this trade-in program, except that you don't have to convince people to buy anything. You just have to convince them to get rid of their old stuff that they have laying around and they're not using anymore and get free money for it. Then they can then take that money and get other new products that they want to buy with it. So this is really a win-win situation for you to be connecting your website visitors up with, and can be a good money earning opportunity. Now moving on to the Azon Trade King plugin itself. When you purchase the product on JVZoo, you have your access button right here to access your purchase. But this is actually just going to take you to the home page for Azon Trade King. You have to actually go to your email account that you use to complete this purchase, and you need to retrieve your login details. Look for an email with the subject of Azon Trade King, all one word, and then login details. That will be the email that contains your username and your password to log in and actually download the product. So once you're into your account, just go to Downloads, and you can download the plugin directly here, and also make sure to copy this license ID, because you're going to need this to be able to install the plugin on your site. Now, in addition to that, there's also a training ebook. This is a fairly brief guide, but if you do find yourself lost with any of the basic instructions as far as getting the plugin actually installed on your site and set up and running, this training ebook guide can help to guide you through that process. So once you have the plugin downloaded and your license ID copied, go and install that plugin on your website. And once you have it activated in WordPress, just look for the Azon Trade King menu link in the sidebar. Click on this and you will get to the page where you need to punch in your license ID. So just submit this, and then the plugin is activated and ready to be used on your site. So at this point, just click on Add New Trade-In Campaign. On this page, you have some basic information that you need to start providing. Amazon Associate ID, pretty obvious. Either provide your affiliate ID, or you can also provide a tracking ID if you have a number of different tracking IDs that you have set up, for example, for each of the different websites that you run. So once you have that punched in, you then need to select an Amazon category. This would be the category that you want to display the results in. And if you have a particular keyword that you want to filter on, you can punch that in here. So, for example, if you had an iPod website, you could use the keyword iPod. Now, keep in mind, with these 5 different Amazon categories, the electronics, the books, and the games category, these can all be used in combination with keyword filtering. However, you cannot use keyword filtering with music or with movies and TVs yet. This is not necessarily a limitation of this plugin, but it's a limitation of the Amazon trade-in system currently. But again, this is a new system, and I'm sure Amazon will be expanding it over time. So once you have that information punched in, just scroll down the page a little bit further here. So down here at the bottom, we are setting up this various settings and options for the actual advertisement that's going to be created. So this is going to control how all of this looks. Specifically up here at the top, where we have this editor, as you can see, it says Amazon Trade-In. Did you know you can trade in your product at Amazon.com without any hassles? You can modify this if you would like to, or you can simply use it as it is set up by default here. And this is going to help to entice people to actually trade in their product to Amazon and to help earn the commission for you. Now, this is not something that you have to mess with. You know, if you're not familiar with HTML coding, this can easily be confusing for you. You can still jump over to the Visual tab and see how this is going to actually look. So you can modify it this way if you would prefer. The main thing that you have to worry about, though, is down here in the display options. First of all, you have to tell Azon Trade King which category or categories should be used for this particular setup here. This actually allows you to use multiple different options and categories, filtering options, for example, depending on what you may be doing on your site. So you can set up multiple campaigns here with Azon Trade King and target different categories, for example. So then you can also control where the text widget will be displayed. You can set border colors, border sizes, text colors if you would like to, and even background colors. So you can easily design how this whole thing is going to look this way. Now once you're set up, just click on the Submit button. So at this point, we now have our campaign set up, and in particular, we have this shortcode. So now that I have this campaign set up, I want to show you exactly what has happened here, and then I actually want to come back to this page and make some additional adjustments. So I'm going to go to the page that is listing the posts that are on my site, and I'm going to go and take a look at one of these pages now. So this is a page promoting an Amazon product, and I now have the trade-in box that is attached up here at the top, where it says, did you know you can trade in your product in Amazon without any hassles, etc. So all you have to do at this point is click on that banner, and you are then taken to Amazon. Now what you really have to think about here is, how exactly do you get people to click on this. By default, honestly, the text that is in here is not very attractive. You kind of, at least at the very minimum, need to be changing this product to something that is relevant to your niche or whatever campaign it is that you have set up to run here. So for example, I have iPod and iPod accessories. So here I can say, did you know you could trade in your iPod? So now what I'm going to do is jump back into this campaign and actually edit it to make some refinements here. So I'm going to change anything that says product into the phrase iPod. Now I can go ahead and save this and go back to my page and refresh it, and you can see that the changes automatically take place. So now it says, did you know you can trade in your iPod at Amazon without any hassles, etc. Personally though, I still find this to be a little unattractive and not very appealing to people that are visiting your site. So what I'm actually going to do for you guys here is provide you with a adjustment that you can do to this information up here that will actually make it a little more appealing. So first of all, I'm going to change the title up here from Amazon Trade-In to Trade In Your iPod for an Amazon gift card. Down below, did you trade in your iPod at Amazon.com? Did you know you can trade in your iPod without any hassles? Just follow the link below, review the trade-in offer, and get a free shipping label to send your iPod for free, and you will get an Amazon gift card which you can use to buy the latest iPod. Personally, I think this is a little bit of a ramble and can easily be shortened down and made to be a little more meaningful too. So I'm going to say, did you know that you can turn your unwanted electronics into gift card cash that you can spend on Amazon for the latest gadgets? Click on the link below to see available offers to buy your existing iPod. Pretty short and sweet. I can also add on something about free shipping. To buy your existing iPod, they'll even pay for the shipping. And then down below, trade in your iPod at Amazon.com. I could change this to click to trade in. So for the most part, I haven't made major adjustments, but what I've done here is change the way that this gets presented to the user. Now I'm also going to make a couple of minor adjustments here. I wasn't crazy with the default options here. For the background, I didn't really like it with the darker background, so I'm going to just change that to a white background. For the text, I'm going to go for black, and we'll go for a dark red, thicker border to attract it a little more. So now that we have this updated, I'm going to return to the page and simply refresh it to see the changes now. So now, personally, I think this stands out a little bit more. It could maybe use a space there to separate and potentially a little bit of additional text to make it more appealing. I like to use arrows on the left and the right side. RAQUO with the ampersand symbol in front of it, and then the semicolon after it. And then on the other side, I'm going to do LAQUO in the same manner. And one more adjustment here. I'm going to make my border a little bit thicker. I'm going to go to 3. So now, as you can see, I have the arrows showing up. I'm liking how this is going. However, the extra space did not get created. That is the way that WordPress often processes the information that you have in an editor like this. Now that I know that that is getting processed in that manner, I am actually going to go up here to the P where it says Style, and I'm going to add in a margin on the top, and I'm going to set this at 20 pixels. Now, another thing that I'm going to do, down here where the text is underlined, I don't really like that. I'm going to change this around and make the text a little larger. I'll go 20 pixels and bold. So now, this should hopefully be my final adjustment here. And so you can see my adjusted box up top here. It's more appealing in terms of getting the person's attention to draw their eye in. But not only that, the actual phrasing of this information will help to attract more clicks than the default information. But what you need to keep in mind here is that you need to adjust this to suit your own niche or whatever type of product you're trying to target here. Create multiple campaigns on your site and put them into the post categories on your site. Now, if you're not using post, that is what this shortcode is for. You can go and manually insert this into a text widget or even into the content of individual pages to show this same box right here without depending on the post system that is used in WordPress. I actually teach one particular method of creating WordPress sites where you don't use posts at all. All you use are pages. So with that method, you would want to use it in a widget or potentially go through each of the pages on your site and paste it into the top of the content of that page. So again, adjust the words that are here, trade in, try to target something specific. You don't want to just say trade in your products on Amazon. If you think that the people viewing your page are already going to own an iPod, then target that in the advertisement up here, and you're going to attract a lot more clicks. So do a little bit of searching around on Amazon first to figure out exactly what is available there for you to be able to trade in, and then try to target those specific situations on your own website, and you're going to get much, much better results than you would just blindly throwing this up on your website. So I hope you have been able to take something valuable away from my training today and have a better understanding of how to use this new plugin, Azon Trade King. I know it can be a little bit confusing to start out with, or if you don't know how to go about getting it set up on your site, or actually customizing all of the text and the design of everything. So I hope this has been a help to you. I don't want you to have to copy the text, sit there and type it out yourself that you see here on my screen. So along with the video, you will actually find a text file that is going to contain this information for you. And I will also provide you with the settings that I am using in this demo video here, so you can reproduce exactly what you see on my screen. So again, I hope you have taken something valuable away from this, and I hope it will help you to earn some commissions on your site in some new and creative ways without having to actually sell anything. Thanks for watching.